Hi, folks, and welcome to one of the big occasions on the college football calendar. Two teams that have earned their right to play for the championship of the ACC. Think about all the playoff and national championship dreams that have been launched from this stadium. We've got a really compelling contest here. A team that's earned a top 25 ranking heading on the road for a serious test of their poise and their mettle. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on another ACC team, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Hi, folks, and welcome to one of the big occasions on the college football calendar. Two teams that have earned their right to play for the championship of the ACC. Think about all the playoff and national championship dreams that have been launched from this stadium. We've got a really compelling contest here. A team that's earned a top 25 ranking heading on the road for a serious test of their poise and their mettle. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on another team from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Hi, folks, and welcome to one of the big occasions on the college football calendar. Two teams that have earned their right to play for the championship of the ACC. Think about all the playoff and national championship dreams that have been launched from this stadium. We've got a really compelling contest here. A team that's earned a top 25 ranking heading on the road for a serious test of their poise and their mettle. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on another ACC team, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. He's going to return it from deep in the returner loses the football deep in their own territory.
Another example of taking care of the football and how big of a deal this is. Usually it's running backs in practice that are working overtime on ball security. But after this, next week, this returner might be in those drills too. Can't be trusted to return it, and you can't hold on to the football.
Here comes a handoff. They get him down, but that's a solid game.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. The sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
It's 3rd and 6, a challenging spot here in the opening drive. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
Sometimes that primetime game, the whole nation is watching, brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? The back's got it. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from the first down.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
A handoff to the back. That'll pick up the first down. He's brought down to the 21.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line to give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he was able to get downfield for the first down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Here's the handoff. Fighting him off. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Oh, it's a reverse. Creative play design there, but it doesn't get much to stop him from no gain.
The defense there showed incredible discipline on the backside contained, and that reverse wasn't going anywhere, just textbook.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Across the 40 now. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Past the 20. finally brought down to the 13-yard line. An enormous gain puts him in great scoring position.
And I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And a senior making a disruptive impact play.
How about Notre Dame sending a backer here? He comes up with the sack. A little Rudy magic on this one. Boy, they've had some great linebacker play over the years. Of course, think about Manti Te'o, Jalen Smith, who's now in the NFL and had a great career in South Bend. Notre Dame with great history at playing line.
Hi, folks, and welcome to one of the big occasions on the college football calendar. Two teams that have earned their right to play for the championship of the ACC. Think about all the playoff and national championship dreams that have been launched from this stadium. We've got a really compelling contest here. A team that's earned a top 25 ranking heading on the road for a serious test of their poise and their mettle. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on another team from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. He'll call for the fair catch here. Set up. It's a first down play. The quarterback's got it on the option. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
He's found some room at the 45. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Every now and then, we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
And that run produces a decent gain.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. The defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid gain. Stay ahead of the chains.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. He'll hand it off. Powering right past the defender. Tackle, but first down.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards on display.
Defense is coming after him. And it's complete downfield. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually it's going to cost you.
That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Let's fly to the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Tackle at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
He's swarmed by the defense.
Good job by the offensive line. You get some positive yards, but not quite into the end zone. Now we're going to have a 3rd and goal.
They've moved it to the 3. Now it's 3rd and goal. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And it's caught. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Hand off to the right side. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the option play. They'll tackle him at the 27.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll try to run for the 1st down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. Tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
What a great throw here and an even better catch by this Notre Dame wide receiver. And Chris, let's be honest. If Notre Dame's going to become this top 5 team, this consistent brand, this is where they've got to make their biggest strides. The ability to make plays downfield and have the speed to be able to play with the big boys in college football.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
That run sets up a critical 3rd down play. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Tries the right with a quick throw. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. A big gain. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. He hands it off from the gun. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. So here we go, 3rd down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Looking to throw. It's Higgins. He's got it near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Methodical but effective, Kirk. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in the conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Georgia Tech offense is back out there. Can they keep it going? They mixed the run and pass beautifully in the last touchdown drive. The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. And here's the handoff. Fighting off the tackler. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
First down here for this offense. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
That's a really nice job of bouncing back by this defense after giving up that big gain. This time they get the pressure and bring that quarterback down.
Second down now after the sack. From the shotgun, drops back. Snags the quick throw. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on third down. Throws it to the right. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Tackle made after a big gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Yellow Jackets pick up enough to get a first down there. And the single back takes the handoff. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Oh, the pass is picked off. Brought down after a short return at the 24. What a crucial takeaway.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. They didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Trying to extend the play. Quarterback looking to scramble. Gets loose on the scramble and picks up a decent gain. Short of the first down. Here's the 2nd down play. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Breaks loose at the 45. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And just like that, in one play, they moved into scoring position at the 23.
Chris, how about that? This guy is a blur with a football in his hands. He gets one block out in front of him. It seems like he's setting a new speed barrier.
Looking to pass. It's Higgins. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, gets a fresh set of downs. Notre Dame lining up now for a 1st and goal. Takes the handoff again. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run phase. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
2nd and goal for the offense. The coordinator showing heavy blitz pre-snap. Pitch play to the back. He'll be muscled out of bounds very close to the goal line.
Well, he came close to putting his ball into the end zone, but he comes up short. Now we're looking at a 3rd and goal. Boy, the defense is digging in. The offensive line trying to get a good push. I'm curious to see if they try to run the football again here on 3rd and goal.
Set up now at the 2-yard line. Can they score here on the 3rd down play? They'll try to run this one in. And he's brought down there.
But great stop here by this defense to bring us to fourth down and decision time for the head coach. You go the easy route with a field goal, or this close to the goal line, you take a chance and try to get that touchdown.
So a yard away from the end zone. The offense will go for it here on fourth down. They'll try to run it with the option. The back's got it on the pitch. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
I think they completely caught this defense off guard. Fourth down and goal, I think everybody thinks the quarterback's going to have the ability to run or throw, but instead they run the football in here, and they somehow get this touchdown.
The extra point makes the lead 14-7. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he takes this from inside the 5. Stopped at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, the defense better start adjusting and realizing the RPO is coming at them. It feels like they're just sitting back, worried about the potential big play through the air. Meanwhile, this offense is running the ball right down their throat.
The quarterback making some changes at the line. And in first down, right back to the running game. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Look, I realize on any play call that is properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Important second down play coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Throws a fastball, but it's intercepted. They get him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 43.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Tries the right with a quick throw, and it's incomplete. He just missed his target from overthrowing it. After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical 3rd down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to 4th down.
And this punt heads toward the sideline. Doesn't travel very far. And the returner steps out. They'll mark the football right there. Tech offense back out on the field. Backed up this close to their end zone in the final minute. Let's say they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the side. And he lobs it deep down the middle. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again, somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll run the option. He'll toss it to the back. They make the tackle run. Enough for a first down. Textbook execution on the option. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. And the Yellow Jackets will line up on 1st and 10. With some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Contact as he let the ball go. And it's incomplete even in a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Ball handed off. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. The offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it go quickly. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looking for the wide out. And he's got it. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Just time enough for 1 more play in the half. Looking to throw it on first down. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Can he take it all the way? And he'll be brought down as time runs out here in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Yellow Jackets will kick this away to begin the second half. And here's the return from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. First play of the 3rd quarter is a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
The They lose yards on first down, so second and long from the 16. Dropping back, it's Higgins. He's running out of time here. He's looking to scramble. It's a nice game. They'll move the football up to the 27.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first to keep this drive moving.
Looking for his big tight end. He's got his man in the open field. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The offense really clicking here. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Well, here's the first play to start this second half, and it's really more the same of what we saw in the first half. Really no need to make drastic changes. What you were doing in that first half gave you the lead. Just keep working on it.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
The tight end has got it, and he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Going to pick up the third and short through the air. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Boy, 3rd and 1, and they decide to throw the football. The defense was not surprised at all. They catch a break, come up with a sack.
And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And they add to their lead. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. And the Georgia Tech offense is back out there. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Oh, here comes the reverse. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
The backside rules for a defense against the run are to check for the cutback, the counter, or a reverse. That time they stayed home and were in perfect position and were able to stop that reverse in its track.
Hand off to the single back. They've got him down out near the 40. Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. And he's got some open field ahead. Touchdown, Irish. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6. For the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kurt.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick-6 in the last possession. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Not much of a game there, Kirk. The defense paying close attention to the tight end.
Yeah, really good coverage that time. They're aware of exactly where he is on the field. They took him away completely. I gave him a completion, but not many yards.
It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They look to throw it here on second down. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. Forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up, the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. He's moving out of the pocket now. He escapes the sack. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Well, the pressure just couldn't quite get to him there. They forced him out to his right on that bootleg, but give him credit. He held his poise, looked at the entire field, couldn't find anybody open, and he just pulled it down and picked up a nice gain.
Getting set. Here's second down. They're going to run it here. And the Yellow Jackets pick up enough for a first down here.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
You can't say enough about the quarterback and his toughness. He knew that he was going to get hit. He looks right down the barrel and makes the throw and gets rid of it before the contact for the touchdown.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. 14. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And one final play before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They finally make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play to wrap up this third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Notre Dame 24, Georgia Tech 14.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. There's the handoff. He shreds the tackle. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Now I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
They'll feed the back again. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. And they pick up the first on the ground. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And the punt team now on to kick it away. He's on to boot it away now. But he's got some space here. Still going. It's a foot race. Can they catch him? No! Touchdown! What a moment. Their fans are never going to forget that. Conference title on the line. He takes it all the way to the house.
Well, I just love to see returnmen get a chance to make a play and make a difference in the outcome of the game, let alone a conference championship on the line. He got some great blocks, but truly at the end of the day, it was his instincts and natural playmaking ability that took it into the end zone.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. He'll hand it off. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Looks like Notre Dame will have the first down.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Second down here. Looking downfield, it's Higgins. Throws it to the right. He makes the grab. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down. This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. First down. Looking to throw the football. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
There's a nice play by this defense. After giving up a huge gain, they're able to turn things around, recalibrate, and get after that quarterback for that sack.
The offense has done well to chew some clock here. Now they'll come up on second down. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Now the offense facing a third and long from their own 41. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Quick throw, testing the middle. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Chris, I just don't know about this call. I like the aggressive approach, but at this point, late in the game, playing with the lead, third down and long, maybe you run the ball. You know, work that clock. Continue to think about the big picture. Now you're facing fourth down and long, and I think you got to punt it away and hope the defense can secure a victory.
The coverage team makes the stop on this return. Here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, move right down the field for a touchdown. Gives it to the back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well we defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
It's caught downfield. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Here's a 1st and 10 play. Same tailback, another carry. You make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback, he told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
But the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
2nd down play coming up. They'll try the option play here. Oh, look out. The football is free. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. He's past the 30. At the 10 now. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. A fumble return for 6.
How about that for this defense? I don't know about you. I might move this guy over to the offensive side. This guy picks up this fumble and shows you not only speed, but what to do with the football. Takes it all the way back for a touchdown.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And the Georgia Tech offense is back out there. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. He's going for a big play downfield. Catch is made way down inside the 30. Tackled all the way down at the 25-yard line. Suddenly, they're in great position to get points.
Boy, just a great job by this quarterback of being able to put this ball up into the air to give his receiver a chance to time that up.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back, and he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Here we go. It's what you hope for. 4th quarter, 1-possession game, conference championship on the line.
You know, these conference championship games sometimes can be so unpredictable. 1 minute you're up by a couple scores, and all of a sudden you have a stalled possession or a turnover, and the pendulum shifts in favor of the opposing team. It's feeling like that might be happening late in this game.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Bringing it out, it's Bond. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. The defense has all 3 timeouts remaining, so they have to run a couple of plays here. He shreds the tackle. Again, ripping through the defense. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Well, anytime I'm evaluating running backs, it's not just about speed and size and what he brings to the team. It's also about his toughness, yards after the contact. What kind of balance does he have? How about that run right there? You can bet his teammates and his coaches are very proud of that effort. What a heck of a run there for a nice game.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense getting set, 2nd down play here. Back to throw. It's Higgins. Tries the right with a quick throw. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground. The next tip ball could be going the other way.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Going for a big play downfield. And it's intercepted, a crushing play. Look out, he's got some space. And look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Well, the defense does exactly what they needed to do here by coming up with the interception with less than 2 minutes to go. They get the ball back to their quarterback, and now they've got a chance to possibly win this game.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
The Yellow Jackets are in the red zone. Keeping it on the ground here. And he'll get the first-down yards before they finally bring him down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. And smart choice. He'll step out of bounds to stop the clock. That's good execution.
Well, Chris, just like this in the fourth quarter, you're working this 2-minute drill for one possession game. Every single time you can get first downs and out of bounds, that's exactly what you do to want to move the ball down the field and eventually put it into the end zone.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
Boy, anything at this point in the game where you get down to first and goal, get positive yards, that's a good thing. Now, what will they do here on second goal? They spread this defense out.
Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. They go in front in the final minute of play.
Here we go. They take the lead. What an amazing comeback by this team and this offense. Now it comes down to can their defense hold the lead with under a minute to go.
And the extra point was up and good. So after taking the lead, they'll kick it away here and hope their defense can make a stop on this final drive.
Return goes out of bounds.
Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. Here we go. Crucial situation. They've got time to run a few plays. The defense can't just back off here and play too passive. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. They lost the receiver down there. He's got it for a big gain. Inside the 10. Finally get him way down at the 2. Nice pitch and catch.
Oh, just short of the end zone. But a big play from this offense. Now we're going to see if this defense can just hold them to 3.
And the offense will spend a timeout here with 20 seconds on the clock.
Notre Dame.
First and goal. Can the offense punch it in and claim the lead here in the fourth quarter? Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Notre Dame. They have jumped in front in the final minute.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the fourth quarter to give them the lead.
Automatic in the PAT. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. It's an option look. As the first down, still on the move. And a timeout stops the clock with just 7 seconds remaining in the game. Well, the offense here needs some big plays to give the kicker a chance here. The clock is a factor. First down, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Chris, this is it. Last shot here. Let's see if anybody can come up with a miracle play.
Offense has a ways to go to get into field goal range. They need some big plays, and time is winding down. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Pressure is coming. Last gasp falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the game. What a special year and a moment these players will never forget.